a human drive, but one that most people don't bother to activate, except under duress, except if they're forced to. But without challenge, you don't live fully. You just don't. You don't get that sense of commitment to growth, that excitement of taking on something new, or the gratification and confidence that comes with having actually met the challenge, risen to the challenge. So if you don't do anything outside your comfort zone, then basically if you stay in that comfort zone, you're not pushing yourself at all to your higher levels of performance. But if you intentionally take on, you actually seek out challenge, that's a powerful way to step into your best self and to feel more alive and to actually live a life that brings you closer to achieving your potential and fulfilling your purpose and not having any regrets. So most people realize that they have the potential to do more, be more, but they're too comfortable. They actually may be uncomfortable in their comfort zone, which is kind of an interesting thing, right? But that's what happens is we get comfortable in our we get uncomfortable in that comfort zone, but we're not uncomfortable enough to actually move out of it. And a challenge will often do that for us. Will also often push us out of that uncomfortable place in our comfort zone. I know that sounds weird, but really we're in that comfort zone, and then we start to feel like we know there's something more and we want something more, but it's just so darn comfortable that we can't move our way out. And a challenge, doing something challenging, gets us out of that spot. It gets us out of staying comfortable or uncomfortable in that comfort zone. So that really doesn't have to be you. If you're afraid that it is, if you're afraid that you're stuck, not ever activating your drive for challenge, if you feel like you're stuck in a comfort zone and you're uncomfortable in that comfort zone, check in the description of this video down below, because there is a link to my life success quiz, and I suggest you take it and you see where you are on the scale of how you're living your life. Are you living it to your fullest potential? Are you living it with some challenge? Are you living it in a way that feeds your soul and activates you to grow? So that link is going to be down in the description for the for my life success quiz. Okay. Now, I started thinking about this idea of challenge this week as I was preparing for a challenge that I run, the Write Nonfiction in November challenge. And it's a personal challenge. It's not like the National Novel Writing Month where you have to write 50,000 words in 30 days. People are starting and finishing any work of nonfiction in 30 days. And it's a personal challenge to go beyond your comfort zone when it comes to writing. So I started thinking about that and how for me, some of the times that I've grown the most were when I had a challenge. And in my case, a lot of them were writing. I did do National Novel Writing Month some years back and produced a 50,000 word novel. It's not out yet, but I did produce a 50,000 word novel in 30 days and proved to myself that I could do that. And now I know that I can, and I have done it again, written a book in a month. I also did a ropes challenge out in Taos, New Mexico, that really pushed me to see how fear stops me and to be more courageous, to take bold action. Now, I would like to challenge you to think about your life and to identify times when you have felt challenged, and using your hindsight, your 2020 hindsight, to look for how you grew as a result of those challenges, because I would bet money on the fact that you experienced a lot of spiritual and personal growth when you took on a real challenge. And that challenge might have come to you internally, or it might have been forced on you externally. But after rising to the challenge, you were different. You were different. You'd grown. And that's what challenges do. They push you to go beyond what you perceived as your limits. You push beyond those limits. Now, I want to caution you not to think of a challenge as a goal, because a goal and a challenge are different. A goal could be something on your to-do list, but it may not push you to go beyond your comfort zone or or beyond your current performance level. A challenge does those things. Plus, a challenge inspires you in a way that most goals don't. So you just think about how we speak about challenges and goals. You rise to a challenge, right? But you just accomplish a goal. Challenges are about becoming someone you aspire to be and giving more of yourself in the process and becoming more of yourself. Whereas goals are just about getting something done, right? Challenges take you on a journey and goals get you to a destination. So I had an interesting experience this week, and it's getting dark so much faster out here. Anyway, try to get this done before it gets too dark for you to see me. So I thought about this week, that some of the people taking my Write Nonfiction in November challenge have been asking me, say they come and they say, what if I don't think I can finish my project in a month, my writing project? And what I realize is that these aspiring authors feel defeated before they begin. They don't believe they can meet the challenge. In fact, they're setting themselves up to accept failure. They're also arguing for their comfortability, to remain in that comfortable zone, even though they really want to write a book and it's uncomfortable not to do it. So that's not a mindset that's going to help you succeed in life or with a challenge. And so I want to just encourage you to believe in yourself. That's the first thing. Is first you have to commit to a challenge, and then you have to believe in yourself, even if you aren't totally sure of the outcome or what it's going to be like on the other side. And that's the exciting part about a journey, is you don't really know the destination. When you complete the challenge, you and your life are going to be different, and that's exciting. So the last thing I would like to say to you is that for a lot of people, 2020 has been super challenging and has made people feel weakened. And if you feel weakened, this is the time for a challenge. If you feel strong, it's the time to take on a challenge anyway and enter 2021 much stronger. And there's a simple way to do that, and that is just to decide on a challenge for yourself, to believe that you can succeed at that challenge. And that challenge could be anything from running 10 miles to losing 15 pounds to writing a book in 30 days to starting a new business online, anything at all that you want to take on. So that's my challenge to you, is to take on a challenge, okay, now in November, and to enter 2021 feeling strong. Now, but here's my last bit of advice to you, and is that don't take a challenge just because I said, I challenge you to do this. Do it because you want to take on the challenge, okay? Don't prove to someone else, don't prove to me that you, don't prove to me that you can do it. Prove to yourself that you can do it. That's why you want to take a challenge, is because it's a personal challenge and you want to grow and stretch and get out of that comfort zone. So think about where in your life you feel comfortable or uncomfortable with staying comfortable, and then challenge yourself in that area of your life. Now, if this topic of challenge has interested you, I'd encourage you to watch another video of mine here on YouTube, and the title of it is Challenge Yourself to Do What You Want to Do. Challenge yourself to do what you want to do. So you can search that out on my channel, or you can just type in ninaamir.com/next video. ninaamir.com/next video, and it'll take you to that video. Plus, I'll put a link up above for that video so you can see it. And I'll also put a link up above for the Life Success Quiz. Okay? So that's it for today. It's getting dark here so fast. So I better sign off. I'm Nina Amir, the Inspiration to Creation Coach. I help people find their purpose, combine that purpose with their passion so they get inspired to take action, and so that they do the things that feed their soul, so that they step into their best self and they live a life with no regrets. So if that's of interest to you, there's also a link up above to click on that will take you to my Inspired Creator community. And I would love to work with you there, doing personal and spiritual growth, and help you learn to feed your soul. So until next time, as always, go out there and achieve more inspired results.